December 7, 1941. The world changed in fire and smoke. As the sun rose over Pearl Harbor, Japan's attack plunged America into war. But while the nation mourned its dead, one man swore that the sky itself would become his battlefield. His name was Richard Bong, a farm boy from Poplar, Wisconsin. He had never seen combat. He had never even left the United States. Yet, in just a few years, he would become the most feared pilot in the Pacific, earning a name whispered by both sides, the Ace of Aces. When America entered the war, Bong volunteered for the Army Air Forces. He was short, quiet, and unassuming, nothing like the Hollywood image of a fighter pilot. But behind that calm voice was something deadly. Reflexes sharper than any man around him, and a patience that made him lethal in the air. Training at Luke Field, his instructors noticed something strange. While others followed every rule, Bong bent them, turning loops into ambushes, rolls into hunting maneuvers. He didn't just fly planes, he studied them. He wanted to know how far a P-38 Lightning could twist before breaking apart. He wanted to know what it felt like to stalk an enemy through the clouds. By mid-1942, Bong was shipped to New Guinea. The jungles were hell, humid, disease-ridden, crawling with Japanese forces. Airstrips were muddy scars hacked out of the trees. But above that chaos, the sky belonged to killers. The Japanese Zero was faster, lighter, more agile than anything the Americans had. Its pilots, many veterans of China, were ruthless, disciplined, and precise. The P-38 Lightning, by contrast, was bulky and twin-engined. Most American pilots struggled to handle it. Bong made it sing. On his first combat mission, he broke formation. Commanders hated that, but Bong didn't care. He spotted an enemy formation diving toward their bombers and attacked alone. 4 Zeros fell before anyone could react. When he landed, his crew thought he was joking. He wasn't. From that day on, Richard Bong became a legend. Every time his P-38 nicknamed Marge after his sweetheart back home took off, Japanese pilots knew trouble was coming. He didn't fight recklessly. He was patient, waiting for his prey to make the first mistake. Then he'd strike from above, 2 bursts from his twin machine guns, tearing through the thin armor of the Zeros. Bong's secret wasn't superhuman skill, it was discipline. He never chased kills too long. He never flew into traps. He once said, "I'd rather make sure I live through today than gamble on tomorrow." By 1943, he had become the nightmare of the Japanese Air Force. He racked up kill after kill, sometimes taking off 3 times a day, each sortie ending with another burning plane spiraling into the sea. But Bong wasn't untouched by it. After each mission, he'd sit silently by his tent, staring into the distance. He once told a friend, every one of them thought he'd make it home. He had seen too many men vanish in smoke and flame. War had made him a hero, but also a ghost inside. In one of his most famous missions, Bong and his wingman spotted a formation of enemy bombers escorted by fighters. They were outnumbered 5 to 1. Bong dove straight into the middle of them, his cannons blazing. 2 bombers exploded in seconds. He rolled under a fighter, reversed, and cut it in half with a single burst. By the end of that dogfight, Bong had destroyed 5 planes in under 10 minutes. Back at base, his comrades cheered. But Bong didn't smile. He only said, they were doing their job. So was I. By 1944, Bong had shot down 40 Japanese aircraft, more than any American pilot in history. He was awarded the Medal of Honor by General Douglas MacArthur himself. But by then, the war had taken its toll. MacArthur personally ordered him off the front lines, fearing his loss would devastate morale. Bong was sent home as a national hero. He toured the country, selling war bonds, giving speeches, always humble, always quiet. He missed the skies, but deep down, he knew his luck couldn't last forever. After the war, Bong joined the U.S. Air Force's test pilot program. New jet aircraft were being developed, faster, deadlier, more dangerous than anything before.